Chapter 6 is getting closer to arriving here in Fortnite, but before then, we still have the return to Chapter 2 for a month with Fortnite OG. But guys, if you do go ahead and pick anything up from the item shop, it would mean the world to me if you could use code FFYT when doing so, as this does help support me and the channel directly. And if you would like to receive anything from the item shop, all you need to do is comment your epic down below and drop a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you can receive a gift very soon. And guys, Chapter 6 is closer than you think, and we have some early info about this. Plus, before then, we will take a trip back to Chapter 2 for the good old OG season. Guys, you don't want to miss a single part of today's video, so make sure to stay tuned all the way until the end.
Because it's iconic.
Now, when you get towards the end of a Fortnite game, I believe it is the 4th circle inside the game, we get the floating island that spawns. Now, I actually found out yesterday that if the game finished in a desert biome, the island didn't actually spawn. I mean, I was confused not long ago when the island didn't spawn. Same as HJ Dugan, the island didn't spawn. We were a bit confused, and well, we were basically in desert biomes, and that's why it didn't spawn. And they put a hotfix in now, so there's no final zones inside of a desert biome. But guys, at the moment, we have the special Doom floating island inside of the game. Now, this is extremely rare. It's like a 5% chance of you actually getting this. I'm going to tell you how you can get it a lot easier in just a second, but first of all, we're going to take a look at this tweet right here. In case you missed it, Epic is planning on making the Doom Isle spawn chance higher in the coming weeks. Now, this is definitely fantastic. People want to experience this. I'm really shocked it's only at a 5% rate. It doesn't make sense why add something to the game. It's so rare like this, like an actual POI sort of thing. It makes no sense to have this, and they really need to make this more common so more people get to experience this. But guys, if you want to actually experience this, all you need to do is when you land, go over to Doomstat, land at Doomstat, I think it's Doomstat or the Doom Castle actually, and go to the tower, like the tower where the nitro's coming out of it. Land in that, make sure to last to the end of the game, claim the island as yours. When you go into your next game, if you last to the actual island, it should have the Doom Island. Go ahead and watch HJ Dugan's video, it will show you a bit more detail, but it should work if that's what you're wanting to do. And soon we will be heading back to Chapter 2. Now guys, we're going back to this OG season, and the last OG season was absolutely fantastic. We went back to Chapter 1, it was such a nice memory-filled trip back to Chapter 1. It was absolutely insane. It brought so many people back to Fortnite, and obviously at the end of that we did have Chapter 5 starting. A bit similar to how it's going to work this time with Chapter 6. We're going to take a look at Chapter 6 later on in the video. But obviously last time we did go back to that Chapter 1 map, and it was such a fun time. Fortnite saw new record highs on players. They had millions and millions of players playing Fortnite. Everyone was coming back to it. All the people that stopped playing Fortnite from when it first released were all coming back to it, getting the old squads back together. It was such a nice experience. And we're going to get to do it all over again, but this time with the Chapter 2 map. Now, obviously, they aren't going to do every single season. I think it was the later season in Chapter 2 they're not doing. I'm not too sure. It's either the earlier or the later ones, but it's not all of them. And I think we're going to have 3 different seasons inside of this return to Chapter 2. And guys, Epic has now started testing the V32 Fortnite OG's launch. Now, this is going to be the new update for this, with V33 being at Chapter 6. Now, obviously, like I said, we're going back to Chapter 2. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Let me know down below what you were hyped for the most in this return to Chapter 2. But then eventually, when this Chapter 2 OG season has finished, we're going to be heading over into Chapter 6. Now, Chapter 6 is still a little while away now. It's releasing at the start of December the 1st. We're going to be heading into Chapter 6. It's pretty cool that during this time is when we're actually going to be getting the Winterfest event. Hopefully we get some gifts this year, because I think last year was a little bit stale. So the Chapter 6 map is actually going to be hosting the winter themed season for us this time around. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see it happening inside the game. Now, obviously, along with Chapter 6, we will have some changes coming inside of Fortnite, with this being one of them right here. So new Chapter 6 info. It seems like Fortnite intended to introduce several new movement types in Chapter 5. These features have been postponed to Chapter 6. The new movement types include swinging on ropes, chandeliers and poles, and rappelling. Now, obviously, this swinging mechanic, if it's going to be coming into Chapter 6, then we've pretty much had a leak that we're going to be getting ropes on the map. We're going to get in chandeliers. So chandeliers suggest to me like some big building. We're going to have a look at another POI leak in just a second, so make sure to stay tuned as well. But chandeliers suggest to me like these big buildings, sort of like what we've had at Lavish Layer, sort of something like that. I mean, Lavish Layer would have been pretty cool to have this sort of like swinging thing with like chandeliers in there for this chapter, and obviously poles as well. Now, I'm not sure if they mean like pole vaults, where you like pole vault across the river. We got zip lines and stuff like that recently, which is a pretty cool movement system, and I think this swinging one is going to be even better. They're bringing in lots of cool movement systems. I think Chapter 6 is when we're going to finally actually see these. Now, obviously, like I said, these new chapters do bring tons and tons of new features, so obviously don't expect these to be the only features that are going to be coming along with Chapter 6. 6. We're going to be getting tons more. And guys, there's something actually really special coming in Chapter 6. I'm a little bit confused. You guys probably will be, so make sure to stay tuned. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But moving on, we do have an actual POI leak for Chapter 6. So Chapter 6 POI leak, a Chapter 6 trophy room codename is in the files. Now, obviously, we just had that a minute ago with the chandeliers and stuff like that. So could this trophy room be inside like a big mansion? Whose trophies actually are these? Are these going to be like Midas's trophies? Are we going to get like a throwback, like an old character coming back to the map and have like a big mansion with a trophy room? Is the trophy room going to be something to do with rocket racing trophies? Guys, I honestly have no idea with this, but this is a code name inside the files and it is Chapter 6 trophy room. So guys, just let me know down below what you think this could actually mean. I can't wait to see what this means, and there's going to be so many more Chapter 6 leaks coming over the next few months. Guys, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on a single one of them. Now, obviously, we're not just going to be getting one new POI, we're going to be getting a brand new whole map, and this gives like so much different things we can actually see. The new map brings so many possibilities. We could be seeing old locations returning. We're going to be getting tons of brand new locations, and it's just going to be a whole new thing. We could be getting new terrains and everything. Guys, there was actually a bit of a leak saying it could be like a bit of a Japanese themed season, so like really colorful trees, stuff like that. It would be absolutely insane if that is the case, and I can't wait to see inside the game. We're going to be getting tons of new locations on the map. That brand new map, guys, you know the feeling when you drop into the new map for the very first time. It's going to be absolutely epic, and I can't wait to actually have that feeling once again. And like I said, we could even receive some throwback locations throughout the different seasons, sort of like Tilted Towers. We do get quite a lot of different versions of Tilted Towers. We get quite a lot of different versions of Loot Lake. They are always involved in it somehow, so hopefully we will be seeing these as well at some point throughout the chapter. Now guys, I did say to you that we had a very weird Chapter 6 leak, and I'm going to tell you about it now. So Chapter 6 leak, swinging and gym will be new gameplay mechanics. Now swinging obviously makes a lot of sense, but guys, what is gym got to do with Fortnite? Like, gym is coming to Fortnite. As you can see, like Meowskull's in his picture. I mean, I understand it. Maybe this is something to do with the open world mode. Who knows? Because the open world mode is obviously expected to be coming at some point, maybe during Chapter 6. This has been teased for so long now for the open world mode. So maybe the gym has something to do with that, but I don't understand how gym will be part of the movement system and the like mechanics inside the game, or whether it's just gonna be like a little novelty feature where you go into the room where obviously the gym equipment is that you can actually use it. It'd be a pretty cool novelty feature, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does inside the game. Now, throughout the rest of this month, we do have some pretty cool item shop releases, so I'm going to throw them up on screen for you guys right now. Obviously, anything that has a tick next to it has already been released, so make sure to pause it if you want to read through them yourself. Obviously, we're expecting Black Cat between the 14th and the 15th, which we're going to take a look at in just a second. We do have the Academy Champions now, which should be coming any day. Chloe Kim, Future Armor, Most Wanted, the brand new Iron Man skin, which I'm going to take a look at as well, Astronaut in the Ocean, and Rainbow Royale. But starting off, let's just throw up this. This is the new Iron Man skin we expect to see in game pretty soon. It's pretty epic, guys. As always, if you do pick up anything from the store, could use code FFYT, it would be greatly appreciated. But then we do have the new Black Cat bundle. Now, this bundle drops on Friday night, and it consists of 2,300 V-Bucks for the whole bundle. If you to buy the skin, that is 1,500, pickaxe and guitar 800 each, and the wrap will be 500 V-Bucks. Guys, this is exactly how it looks. It's a pretty cool bundle, and like I said, if you do pick up anything from the item shop, it mean the world to me if you could use code FFYT when doing so, as that does help support me and the channel directly. But guys, overall, the Doom Island is obviously going to get a big buff to make it available to more players. The OG season is right around the corner, with that being the next one, and once that finishes, we're heading straight over into Chapter 6 with the new movement systems for swinging. We're going to be getting gym, which I don't have a clue what that is. We're getting the trophy room POI codename. Guys, it's going to be absolutely insane. You're not going to miss a single part of it, so make sure you are subscribed so I can keep you up to date with all the information regarding the future of Fortnite. And guys, that's been it for today's video. If you're around here, please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.